Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be giving you guys an idea of how to transfer, backup, and restore things from an Apple device to another Apple device. This works on iPhone or iPad. Today we're going to be using these two devices as basically dummies today. This is iPhone 5S and this is an iPhone 6, as these are not the latest devices. We're just going to pretend that this was my old phone and this is going to be my new phone. So let's get on into that. So the first thing we're going to do is I will show you that here on this phone I have some things loaded. I have Facebook, Instagram, Discord, and a couple of games, and I actually have a few pictures. So I've got my new phone over here I've just gotten, and I want a way to move everything from this phone to this phone, including my app arrangements, my wallpapers, my pictures, everything in the easiest way possible. And here's how we can do that. So we're going to go ahead and jump over to the computer now, and you'll see that I am on a Mac here. This should be a relatively same way that this works on Mac versus Windows. So you're going to want to download a program called iTunes. You can find this on apple.com, on Apple's website, and this is pretty easy to use. So we're going to go ahead and open iTunes. And once I've opened iTunes, we're going to go ahead and take our old device here, and we're going to plug it into our computer via a charging cable to the USB port on your laptop. Now, once you've done this, it should show up in iTunes. And once you're there, you should hit allow information to be accessed and hit trust on your phone. So here's a little message I'm getting here. It says, your settings and data will be accessible from this computer when connected. You're going to need to hit trust so that the computer can access your information. So back over to the computer here, it says to allow access, please respond on the iPhone. We've done that now. So once that registers, up here we should be seeing a little icon showing that this device is connected. I'm not getting that, so let's see here. Let's try unplugging and replugging the device. There it is right there. So, as you can see, this is welcome to your new iPhone. Well, this isn't really a new iPhone. So what we're going to do is go ahead and hit set up as new iPhone because we don't want to restore from a new backup. So now this is syncing our iPhone here. And once it's finished this, we can hit get started. Now, what we're going to want to do here with my iPhone that's plugged in, as you can see, we want to hit backup now because this has never been backed up to iCloud or your computer. So right here, you want to change automatically backup to this computer. Encrypt iPhone backup isn't really a good idea unless you want to have a password to change your backup. So for this purpose, I will not be setting this up here. So the next thing we're going to put is backup now. So this is going to copy everything that's on this phone to the computer. This shouldn't take all that long if you don't have that many files. And if your phone is full of files, then this will take quite a while. So while we wait, I'm going to go ahead and show you what you need to do to be ready on your next phone. So, or iPad, by the way. If I'm saying phone, I mean iPad as well. So I've got my new phone over here, and this is for phones specifically and or iPads that are using cellular. If you have a cellular data enabled device on a Apple device here, you're going to need to take your SIM card out, and usually on the iPads it's either on the top or the side. On these two phones here, as you can see, these little things right here, the SIM card tray for both of these. This is relatively simple, and I'm sure you've heard of this, but most newer phones come with the SIM card tool, but I have a really small paper clip here, and what we can do with this is push it in this hole, and the little SIM card tray will pop out, and inside you'll see your SIM card, which I just dropped, which will have your carrier. In my case, it's a Verizon, very, very small. Do not lose this, because when we get our new iPhone, as you can see right now, it's showing that it has no SIM up in the top. You have to have a SIM card in order to activate your iPhone. So we're going to go ahead and now put the empty SIM card tray back into our old phone. And now we need to repeat the process on our new phone, opening the SIM card tray right here. And once this is opened up, we need to insert our old SIM card into the new tray here. Now I just messed up this paper clip. There we go. Here it is. We need to stick the SIM card right in here, and you can look for the little side that has the groove and make sure this is fitted in here flat on the right side or else it will could mess up or fall out. So we're going to stick this back in here with a nice little snap. And now this has got a SIM card in it. It should eventually show up there, but now that part of the process is done. So hopping back over to the computer, you can see that we're back to the regular Apple symbol up here, and it is shown latest backup today at 2:17 p.m. to this computer. So I'm going to go ahead and hit done here and hit apply these changes, which is now going to sync the iPhone. And once you're back to the Apple logo, go ahead and go here and hit eject on this phone. Now you're going to go ahead and unplug your device from your computer, and you're going to take your new device and plug it in to the computer. So actually, before we plug this in, you can either plug this device straight into the computer, or you can start going through the setup process until you get to the point where it says restore from iTunes. And at this time, you will want to go ahead and plug it into your computer and hit restore. But if we hop back on over to our computer here, we can see that it's already recognized this phone. And I can go ahead and restore it from here. So what we're going to do is, instead of hitting restore, this will just regularly reset this iPhone. What we want to do is hit restore from backup. So what will usually happen is you will go ahead and see the page that we saw earlier with the old phone that said set up new iPhone. Just go ahead and hit set up as new and hit done. Just do whatever you need to do to get to this page here. And when it's go to backups here and hit restore backup. Now, this phone has been backed up today as Andrew's iPhone, and so I'm going to go ahead and hit restore. And now if you see it says estimating time remaining, it's going to start restoring all those files from the old iPhone to the new iPhone. And now on this phone here, you can see it says restore in progress. And there wasn't very much on this phone, so we've got about 5 seconds remaining. And back on the computer, you can see that it's just about finished. And here we go. There it goes. It says the settings on your iPhone have been restored. Please leave your iPhone connected, and it will appear in the iTunes window after it restarts. So leave your phone connected. And now once this opens up and comes back on, we should be able to pair it up and back it up to our computer as our new iPhone. So now the iPhone is booting up, and once it boots up, we'll be at the setup page, and we can enter our information and any other things we need to do. And the same thing here works with iPads, except for this SIM card transfer. It should be relatively the exact same. So this iPhone is turning on, and as we can see here, it's doing a little thing showing that is restoring. So once this finishes, we will be able to continue the next step. Now the phone has showed up on my computer. I can see it up here on the top, and it's coming on. It's showing Andrew's iPhone, so it has been changed to the new name and everything. But however, the iPhone is still powering on with the indicator going across telling us how far we are. So here in just a minute, we'll be able to see that everything has been moved over successfully. Alright, so now we can see the iPhone is powering on here, and once it comes on, we should be back at this page. Now what you're going to do is go ahead and open it up. Restore completed. Your iPhone was restored successfully. There are just a few more steps to follow, and then you're done. Continue. There's going to be a few things to go through, your Touch ID and everything. And once you get through this here, you will be able to continue the process. So, set up Touch ID later. We don't need to use it right now. Let's go ahead and passcode options. Don't use a passcode. Don't use. And then you can enter your Apple ID or hit skip this step, but enter it because it saves you a lot of time in the end. Updating iCloud settings. You're going to go ahead and hit agree to the terms of software. Enable or disable location services. Share or don't share analytics with Apple. This is just product improvement. And if you're on a larger phone, the 6 or newer, You will be able to choose between a zoomed or a standard view. I prefer standard. Get started. So now we can see that on our iPhone here, we have everything is just how it was on the old iPhone. I'm getting a bunch of notifications here. And you'll see that these apps right here are going ahead and downloading, and since I didn't sign in earlier, see, I'm having to enter my password. So what we're going to do is just cancel out of this because it's trying to download all 5 of these. Now they're not here yet. They will download eventually, and all the information stored in those will be there. But the beautiful part is we have our photos are all safe and sound right here. And those are the pictures that were on the old phone. So let's go ahead and open back up the old phone for comparison real quick. The old one is on the right. We have identical layout. Everything's just the same. And identical apps. And when we go into photos, once again, we have all the same photos in here. Yes, and I don't want to go to shared, but that's about all there is to this video. And if there's any problems, feel free to comment down below, and I can hopefully answer and help you out with that. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.